All right, good morning, everyone. Welcome to our morning market update for Thursday, March 23rd of 2017. I don't even know what day it is or where I am. Just move the camera a little bit. I want to talk to you about some stuff today. We got an exciting market update this morning. We're going to chat about a few components, and it's a really, really, really big day in the markets. It's going to be big, huge, in fact. All right, I'll tell you what to watch for. So overnight, you need to know that Asian session was a little bit stronger in the overnight trading, so 0.2% up. Hong Kong was kind of flat. China up 0.1%. India up 0.6%. So I wouldn't say strong, more just stabilized of a market. In Europe, London was down 0.1% after a terrorist attack yesterday spooked out a lot of equity traders. Paris was flat. Frankfurt up 0.2%. All right. In the U.S. front, Dow Jones flat, S&P up 0.1%, but that's been erased this morning. Nasdaq's flat, crude up 0.5%. To 48.32, gold down 0.1 to 1248.30, and 10-year Treasury yield plus 2 bips to 241. All right. So that 10-year Treasury yields actually dropped quite a bit as bonds increase as the dollar price drops as well. All right, today's economic calendar, 8 a.m. Janet Yellen. Actually, she spoke at 8:45 a.m. She said the following: economy benefits when people are better prepared for work. All right, why did you even speak? How much money do they pay you to say that? And she says, I do not provide comments on monetary policy and written statements. Okay, so well then that's a miss. Not a miss, but non-event. Initial jobless claims this morning at 8:30 came out at 258 versus 240,000 versus a 243,000 prior month or prior week. What basically this means is that jobless rates are higher. So if there's a higher number here, it's actually worse because it indicates more people filed for unemployment claims. Okay, so that number, the higher it is, the worse it is. So it came out slightly higher, a little bit bad for the market. And you can see it's taking a bit of a dive right here on the chart. I don't know if you see this one candle down off these 47s. We're heading down to about 42.75. 42.75 was yesterday's close, very important level. All right, oil prices right now are 47.91. Equities pushing lower. Energy sector pushing lower as well. Bonds are higher. If S&P 500 gets below 2340, look out below to the downside. This thing's going to sell off and never look back. I'm forecasting today to be a bearish day unless some news comes out, and I'll tell you what that could be. New home sales at 10 a.m. this morning, remember that. EIA natural gas, so natural gas inventory. We got a lot of Fed speakers. 12 p.m. at noon, basically Fed's Kashkari speaks. 4:30 p.m. we got the money supply and the balance sheet, and 7 p.m. Fed's Kaplan speaks on economic outlook and monetary policy. 7 p.m. becomes important. All right. Here's a few things as well. The healthcare bill that didn't get enough votes from the Republicans to pass is actually what caused a lot of this downside, this massive sell-off. It wasn't the reason, but it was the match. We're kind of sitting on a bunch of dynamite, and it was a match that kind of let that explosion happen. And everyone just bailed for the exit. There was fire in the room. It was an overcrowded room, and every trader ran and scrambled for the door. And you could see that on the sell stops getting hit. Well, today, the markets await the outcome of the vote to repeal Obamacare. Why is it important to repeal and replace Obamacare? And it baffles me how few people actually understand this dynamic, because it is the funding source for everything else Trump's planning to do. He's planning to increase the budget for the military. He's planning to build a wall. He's planning to spend money. All right, but spending money is easy. Finding it and making it is a hard part, a challenging part. And he needs to repeal Obamacare and replace it with their bill and with as little amendments as possible from the Democratic side, because amendments means they have to include more benefits. More benefits for more people means more cost to them as a platform. So that's why it's so important. And when news came out that Republicans didn't support that bill in its current format, then everything started to slide off, because the entire Trump administration, the entire promise and goal that he kind of set out started to fade and look kind of like, is it going to happen? It's not as unlikely as it once was. Promised a lot of change. He came in the first 100 days of administration so far. There haven't been too many massive changes. Okay, the only thing he's been able to pass is that the bill for travel ban, and he couldn't even pass the second one. So it could be. Here's what can happen today. We're scheduled to hear a little bit later on. They're working right now trying to iron it out. Donald Trump says he's hopeful that it's going to get passed. If it does get passed, if the bill gets signed into legislation and they say, hey, you know what, we agree with this thing, let's roll it out. Or if the Republicans gather enough support, that's going to be a relief rally for the market. The market's going to say, phew, we dodged a bullet. There's still hope for this. It's going to rip to the upside very quickly. Today's a day that you have to have a news wire. Okay, you have to have some kind of paid source for news. If you're just using Twitter, that's great if you're trading part-time, but if you have any hopes of doing it full-time as a career, as a professional, you're going to need some kind of source of data on a newswire, because the newswire will save you a lot of money in the long haul. And at Trade Pro Academy, actually, we got a special deal for you guys. If you email me, info@TradeProAcademy, I'll help you guys out. Get a really good deal. All right. Another thing today, North Korea and U.S. tensions increase. The U.S. is preparing a case linking North Korea to an $81 million theft of their New York Fed. So they stole $81 million from a Bangladesh account held at the New York Fed. That's not going to help the tensions already that are there, right? So they're going to escalate. So watch for that. This week we got a lot of Fed speak. All right. And yesterday in London, we had that terror attack. I'll give you the stats: 4 dead and 29 injured. And there were 7 suspects that were actually updated to 8 that were arrested in overnight raids that are linked to some of this stuff. So I think it's senseless. You know, my heart goes out to those people. It's one day you're just walking down the street thinking everything's grand and fine, and you know, you wind up getting seriously injured, or even worse, somebody comes out there and senselessly takes your life. So I feel for those people. My heart pours out to all of London, the families that were affected by that. It's senseless. Honestly, that kind of stuff doesn't need to happen, especially in 2017. It's pretty brutal, but I mean, it happens all over the world. It's kind of one of those things. Just those are the odds. What are you going to do? Stay at home all day and be afraid because that could happen? Anywho, I don't want to detour, but stay strong out there, London. For anyone that's impacted by it and felt some of the consequences, my heart goes out to you. I got your back, however I can. All right. Actually, I had a friend that runs a trading desk there, and it hit kind of close to him as well. Nobody injured, but it's pretty brutal. All right. What else we got here? How's the market holding now? S&P, those 42.75s broke. Trying to see if we can find some downside. It's 9:10 in the morning. That's what I got for you as an update. Listen for that bill, for the healthcare bill. It could come as early afternoon to as late as tonight. And if you're looking for a day to work a little bit later in the office, or if you're a trader who has work 9 to 5 and you want to trade in the evening, this could be an opportunity. Just be very careful. I always caution my traders who say, hey, I work full time, I have a day off, the markets are open, should I trade? Just careful, because that's how you blow out an account, all right? But just know that this afternoon there's going to be an opportunity. Let me wrap this up and end off by saying something along these lines. We had a webinar on Tuesday. We made some really big announcements, and I need to kind of get you guys up to speed so you're privy to this. Our prices are increasing to $139 a month at the end of March. April 1st, in order to get both packages, you're going to be paying $139. What are both packages? One is options. So you're going to get an options newsletter every week detailing a lot of trade ideas, some levels that I determine, use a market maker trick of where asset prices can move. So you have targets, essentially. You have option trade ideas. You have a roundup. That'll be a great newsletter. And every day as part of the options package, you also receive unusual activity. So if there's any high options volume in any stock, I bring that to your attention. I highlight where those options are, what the strategy could be, and what an actionable trade idea is based on that. When you see a lot of options flow, that's a lot of smart money potentially at work, and that's a really big indicator and cue for you to where a stock might move. So you get that daily at 1 p.m. Monday through Friday. All right, guys, so that's the options package 79. The futures trading package, or the day trader package, is one where you basically trade full day with us. You trade in the room. You get these morning updates. After I wrap this up, I go and set up some levels with the team, tell them what to watch for, some triggers, some volume profile levels, some trading zones, pivots, all the good stuff. And then we trade together throughout the day as well. All right, and in addition to that, you get unlimited support. Those are the two packages, $79 for one, $99 for the other. Together, it's not going to be $169. It's going to be $139 as of April 1st. Today, before the end of March, as long as you do this before the end of March, you're fine. You're going to get it all for $79. All right, twice the value for half the price. You can't go wrong, and price will never decrease, obviously, says inflation. So go ahead and check it out, tradeproacademy.com/pricing. Click the link in the description down there and learn a little bit more about what we do. All right, guys, I'd love to have you on board. And it comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee. If you email me at the end of it and say, George, for this $79, I didn't get enough value, I'll give you your money back. No questions asked. I don't need you to go through loops like other guys. Show me this, show me that. I don't want to see all that. You think I got time to waste? Say you don't like it, I give you your money back. Off we go. We part ways for the first month. So 30-day money-back guarantee, $79 for $139 worth of value. Don't miss your chance. End of March. That's the last day, the 31st at 11:59 p.m. Take care, YouTube. Have a grand old day. Trade careful. There's going to be some volatility today. That's pretty much guaranteed. Subscribers, give me 1 minute. Let me end this broadcast. Let's set up some trading levels, zones, pivots, Let's get in there and trade the open together at 9:30. Take care, everyone. Have a great day. I'll see you tomorrow at 9 a.m. for another morning market update. Ciao. Market's rebounding a little bit right above the 42.75 level as well. That's yesterday's close. Watch that. Mark it on your chart.